Nairobi police boss has warned ODM leader Raila Odinga and his supporters against invading State House in their Monday protest. Nairobi police boss said all restricted areas according to the law, including the State House, will not be accessed by unauthorized persons. ODM party leader Raila Odinga unlawfully declared Monday, March 20th a public holiday to allow Kenyans to participate in planned demonstrations. But the police boss now says Kenyans should not allow personal interests to mislead them. He said whoever will break the law on Monday will be dealt with accordingly. He said the protest remains illegal and not allowed as it failed to meet the Public Order Act of 2012.
The Public Order Act 2012, Section 5, Subsection 2, provides that any person intending to convene any meeting or a public procession shall notify the regulating officer of such intent at least 3 days, but not more than 14 days before the proposed date of the public meeting or procession. I want to take note of that. You are supposed to notify police in 3 days so that they are aware of what is your intent. That is by mentioning the place, time, and the intention of the procession, picketing, or whatever the exercise mentioned hereby. Therefore, any person that will participate in the planned demonstration is notified to do so peacefully as guided by the Constitution of Kenya and any other supporting legal framework. If you fall under the stipulated regulation, as I've mentioned, then you're allowed. We wish to assure all Kenyans, and persons of goodwill within the city of Nairobi that we have taken appropriate security measures to ensure public safety and freedom of movement to all Kenyans. Come tomorrow. We promise Kenyans, and we wish to inform them as well, that we are ready to secure their lives and property. Come tomorrow. However, we hereby caution that any person that will preach the peace or break the law during the procession shall be dealt with decisively accordingly to the law. I want that to be noted very clear. However, we hereby caution that any person that will preach the peace or break the law during the procession shall be dealt with decisively accordingly to the law. And this therefore informs very clear that any other person who meets the threshold of the Public Order Act of 2012 shall be allowed to process, to picket, or in any case or the other is allowed at the same time to serve any intent to the authorities of the government. But if you don't meet those thresholds, which as of now, as I speak here, none of those intending to participate tomorrow have met the thresholds of Public Order Act of 2012. That therefore, it is very clear within the law what is supposed of any other person of goodwill in this country, of goodwill in the city of Nairobi, to ensure that he or she complies with the law. He or she is binded by the law. And therefore, our statement stands unguided by the law as stipulated in the Constitution of this country.
He said both Azimio and Nairobi business community had written to them about their intention to hold a protest on Monday. Azimio party leader Raila Odinga has dismissed a police declaration as nonsense.
Polisi nasema walikuwa hajapata habari. Polisi wamepewa habari, Bwana Poranya aliandikia barua Inspector General ya polisi. Akamwambia kwamba siku ya Jumatatu tarehe 20 Kenya zote watu watafanya maandamano. Inspector General mwenyewe amepata hii habari, apeleke kwa watu wote kila mahali. Sasa nasikia polisi ya Nairobi nasema ati hawajapata habari sawa sawa. Hiyo ni upuzi. Polisi kazi yao ni kulinda wananchi, sio kupatia wewe leseni. Wakati polisi walikuwa na peana leseni ilikwisha na katiba ya ile mkongwe ambayo tulizika. Hii sasa inatakana tu wewe umwambie polisi, kesho mimi nitafanya mkutano pale, njoni mlete usalama. Sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo police wamekuwa notified and we will not be intimidated or blackmailed by the police. I want to tell all Kenyans, tomorrow is a public holiday. And we will be assembling wherever you are. If you cannot come to Nairobi, demonstrate where you are peacefully. But those who can come to Nairobi, come to Nairobi. Tuingie ndani ya Nairobi, tuonyesha hao waoga ya kwamba Kenya ni kubwa kushinda hao. Kenya is bigger than anybody else. Kenya does not belong to a particular person, a group of people, an individual, or a particular community. Kenya is for all the Kenyans. Kenya is ours. That's why tomorrow we will be there. Tutaenda ndani ya mji wa Nairobi katikati pale karibu na bunge pale, ndio tutaanza maandamano tukelekea huko. Sawa sawa, mko tayari? Mko tayari? Ngapi mko tayari? Yoni mkono hapa. Asanteni sana, tuko pamoja. Sasa Askofu Sita huyo ni rafiki yangu, nilienda kwa ordination yake. Nilikwenda kwa ordination yake. Mimi nilikuwa kwa pale, sio mwenyewe nyinyi pisha pale. Yeye ni rafiki yangu. Sasa ameniambia mimi mwezi ujao mtakuwa na harambee hapa ya kujenga kanisa mpya. Niambia mimi nitashiriki na nyinyi. Sawa? Tutakuwa pamoja. Tukijenga pamoja nyumba ya Mungu. Asanteni sana. Tuko hapa na Bwana Anthony Manyara ambaye ni mwenyekiti wa ile chama cha wanafunzi vyuo vikuu yote katika Kenya. Manyara, you want to say something?
Mimi nataka kusema hapa leo before baba. Jana tulishikwa wanafunzi more than 50. Tukawekwa pale Central Police Station. Na offense tuliambiwa ni ya kwamba tumefanya press conference bila kupeana notice kwa polisi. Na mimi ningetaka kusema no amount of intimidation will make university students across the country watokee maandamano ya kesho. Number 2, ningetaka pia kuambia baba asanti sana kwa sababu wanafunzi Kenya wamepitia shinda mingi sana. Na that was even the reason as to why we did a press conference yesterday. Tulifanya kwa sababu nyinyi wenyewe watoto wenu wako shule za